So basically, I would like to relate a story to you which moved my heart, and inshallah it will move your heart as well. Is linked to the topic of shirk. So it will have an essence and a lesson at the end. So basically how this story started was when our Prophet ﷺ was on his night journey. So while he was walking with Jibreel ﷺ, he smelled this beautiful fragrance, and he said, "Ya Jibreel ﷺ, what's this beautiful smell that I can smell?" So Jibreel ﷺ responded to him, "That is the smell of Firawn's hairdresser and her family." So the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "Tell me the story." So Jibreel ﷺ responded, "One day, Firawn's hairdresser was combing the hair of Firawn's daughter, and then her comb fell. And as she went to pick it up, she said, 'Bismillah, in the name of Allah, the most generous, the most merciful.' And then Firawn's daughter said, 'Do you mean my father?' And she said, 'No, I mean Allah, Rabbus Samawati wal Ard, my Lord and your father's Lord, the Lord of the heavens, the Samawat, the earth and the universe.' So Firawn's daughter said, 'Can I tell my father you said this?' And she said, 'Yes.' So when Firawn, this tyrant, Zalim of all Zalims, when he heard this, he summoned the woman. And while he was sitting there in his arrogant ways with his advisors, he said to the hairstylist, 'Oh hairstylist, who is your Lord?' And she said, 'Allah is my Lord and he is your Lord.' And then Firawn smiled and he said, 'Go home.' So the next day, he sent his guards to collect the baby, the woman and her children, her 3 young boys. And then when she arrived in that room, Firawn was standing next to a cauldron. Now, Ibn Kathir rahimahullah has described this cauldron as being so big that a cow could fit into it. Ibn Kathir rahimahullah has also said that there was water so hot in this cauldron that it was spitting out, and the water was hitting the ground. And then the first response of Firawn was said, 'Oh hairstylist, who is your Lord?' And she said, 'Allah is my Lord and he is your Lord.' And then his guards dragged a child, and he was kicking his mother, screaming, 'My mother, my mother.' And then he threw him into the boiling cauldron, and he was screaming, and you can imagine the pain of that child being burnt in that water. He was screaming, 'Me.' And then Firawn, this Zalim, this tyrant, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has described this tyrant as being the biggest ever tyrant ever to walk the face of this earth. So you can imagine right now how he was ruling at these times during the Prophet Musa ﷺ. And then the next one, he said, 'Oh hairstylist, oh hairdresser, who is your Lord?' And she still said, 'Allah is my Lord and he is your Lord.' And he grabbed the other child and he threw him into the boiling water. And then there was his young child, and Firawn said again, 'Oh hairstylist, who is your Lord?' And she still said, 'Allah is my Lord and he is your Lord.' And then his guards dragged the child and he hung him over the cauldron, this boiling water. I remember when I said that it was springing, it was bouncing up, and you can imagine that this water is, jumping on him. So when she saw that, she began trembling in her heart, and she was hesitating to say something to him. And she said, 'Oh Allah, what shall I do, my Allah? Oh Allah, look, I'm suffering. I keep saying that, oh Allah, I believe in you, but ya Allah, look what's happening to my children. They get executed by Firawn whenever I say this.' But what did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do to her? He made a miracle. The child spoke, when the child spoke. So the child said, 'Ya Ummi, Ya Ammi, oh mother.' do not worry about what He is doing to us, because this water that we are being thrown to is nothing compared to Jannah, to Jannatul Firdaus. And when she heard that from a child, it was miraculous. It was not a miracle, something you can't learn from. The Prophet Isa ﷺ could speak at a young age. And look, what Allah has given to the child is given rahmah, blessings. And when she heard this, she said, Allah is my Lord, and He is definitely your Lord. She said it out loud. And then Firawn threw the baby and he threw the woman. Allahu Akbar. Look at this, my brothers and sisters who are listening to this. When our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ heard this, heard her story, and this story has a moral and a lesson for us. And what is that lesson? It is the shirk that the Shaykh has been talking about. And we must remember, never give up our Tawheed. We never ever give up. This is what we should do. This is what other people should do. Never give up on Tawheed. Never fall into shirk. When somebody is telling you, don't believe in Allah, then you must hold on your Tawheed. Keep it firm. Keep it strong. Never fall into that act. Because if you fall into that act, what will happen to you in turn? You will get misfortune. You will get less future. You will get less good deeds in this world. So hold your Tawheed. Never forget to say La ilaha illallah. And always say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. That there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the messenger of Allah. Jazakallah khair.